What made the Yak-3 the best low-altitude fighter of the Second World War? It's often dismissed by warbird fans as a budget Spitfire, but a lot more credit needs to be given to the designers at Yakovlev. The Yak-3 was so lethal at low altitudes that Luftwaffe pilots were warned not to engage the Yaks without oil cooler intakes under the nose below 5,000 meters. It was an evolution of the Yak-1 with a smaller wing, less weight, more power and less drag. The nose oil cooler intake was shaved off and moved to the wings, which reduced lots of drag. This isn't as much of a factor on fighters flying up at 20 or 30,000 feet in the thin air, but down in the mud where the air's thick, less drag makes a fighter perform so much better. With a Klimov 35 litre V12 engine putting out around 1300 horsepower in a light, low-drag airframe, the Yak-3 had brutal acceleration and climb rate under 10,000 feet. The smaller wing gave it an amazing roll rate and the energy retention was impressive. It lost less speed in a turn, which is what you want when you're in a turning dogfight. All of the Yak's guns are mounted in the nose, with one or two 50 cals on the top and a 20mm cannon firing through the propeller hub. Nose-mounted guns are much easier to aim than wing-mounted because you don't have to allow for convergence. There's no gap in the shot pattern. You don't have to have your wings at the same angle as your targets to maximise your chance of hitting something. The ammo count for the 3 guns was pretty low, with less than 10 seconds of firing time for the 20mm. But you only needed one explosive cannon round to hit the right place and the fight was over. Airworthy Yak-3s are rare these days. There are no originals from the war still flying. There are some originals in museums, but flying examples are all modern reproductions running different engines, often from American aircraft. The designs become really popular in the air racing scene with their low altitude performance giving them a competitive edge around the pylons. We have a few Yak-3s flying in New Zealand, both are ex-Reno air races. Steadfast is powered by a Pratt & Whitney R2000 radially engine from a de Havilland Caribou transport. Full Noise is powered by an Allison V1710, more commonly found in a Curtiss P40 Kitty Hawk. You can see both of these Yaks on display at Omaka Aviation Heritage Centre. At the time of recording, Full Noise is the only World War II fighter in New Zealand that you can go for a flight in. For more details, check it out at fighterflights.co.nz.